All right, what's up, family? What's going on? Welcome to Positive Power, XXI Christian Media. And you're listening to Late Night. That's right, Late Night with Dr. Tranell. She's here tonight. We got very special guests, and we hope you enjoyed the show. That's right, we're going all the way back, y'all, to the 90s R&B group. Color Me Bad is going to be here. And we're going to talk to Mark Calderon. He's here today, tonight. Talk about tonight. All right, let's bring Dr. Tranell on. What's going on, Dr. Tranell? How you doing?
Good evening. I'm doing well. I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. Well, Batman about to go on mute, so we about to let you guests on into the studio. And we know you have a great show. Listen to the Positive Power, XXI Christian Media, right here in the beautiful, beautiful Charm City and Chestertown, Maryland. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the show.
All right. Awesome. Good evening and welcome. You are tuned into Late Night with Dr. Tranell Stewart. Right here live on Positive Power 21. I missed y'all. It's MBTV 21 as well with Jerry Royce Live. I am here on tonight with a special guest. I brought you something real good tonight, so make sure you guys are tuning in, but sharing, liking, and putting this all over the internet, wherever you can place it, because we got a special guest tonight, and we are so excited to bring him on. We as Jerry said, if you haven't seen the flyers all over social media, let me catch you up. You remember the 90s R&B group Color Me Bad? Yeah, I know you know. I know you do. Well, we have the honor of having Mark Calderon on tonight with me to chat a little bit about his new project, his touring, and the music business. Y'all know I like to talk about the real deal on here, so what better way to get that than from one who has dealt with this industry firsthand for so many years, and it's still very, very active right now. So get excited. Please like and share and invite your friends. I'm going to give you just a minute to do that because we're going to take a quick break before we bring on Mark. And I want you to like, share, distribute, whatever you got to do. Get this out, guys. We'll be right back after this on with Mark Calderon. Get this new music out here. Y'all represent and support these independent artists, man. They are out here doing their thing. And you know, Positive Power plays the best in indie gospel music artists. We are the #1 station on the internet to date. So please make sure you tune in every weekday because we're on all week. And you hear the best and the brightest young stars of the independent game. I'm telling you. They're hot. But welcome back. You are tuned in tonight with Dr. Tranell Stewart, and if you're just joining us, you're joining us at the right time because we are about to bring on our special guest of the evening, Mr. Mark Calderon of popular 90s R&B group Color Me Bad. And I know a lot of y'all know who he is, and a lot of y'all aren't surprised, but you may be surprised that he is very, very active if you have not been following him. So I wanted to bring him on to talk about his new project, what he's doing, and also just give us some insight and wisdom about the music industry because we know that we support a lot of gospel music artists, but we also have artists that from all over, all genres of music, that can be impacted from what he has to say. And we also support those who are in the independent scene and those wanting to break out. So this would be the best person that I could think of that can really pour into you guys. All right? So, Mark, are you on with us, brother?
I am, Dr. Tranell. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving us a few minutes of your time, because I know you are a busy man.
Oh, I'm here and there, just trying to make it happen, to keep things going, But I'm enjoying every bit. I'm enjoying every bit of it. I'm just living my life and just trying to live positive energy, trying to give that out, and take care of the family. That's what I do. So, but thank you for having me on the show, Dr. Tranell. Thank you.
Great. I'm glad to have you. I've been excited about this interview. Since we're talking about, your family and stuff, you mentioned that just a second ago. Give us a little tidbit about you personally, aside from the group, aside from the music and all of that. Just tell us a little bit about Mark, because one of my mottos is on this show is, can't nobody tell our story like we can tell our story. So give us a tidbit about Mark. Who is Mark?
Well, then of course, as you know, in the group Color Me Bad, we had a big song back in 1991 called "I Want to Sex You Up" off the New Jack City soundtrack, and I ended up getting married at a young age back in 92, I believe, 91, 92. It was early. I got married. I eloped with a beautiful woman by the name of Lisa Smedley, and she was our stylist at the time, and she dressed all the different videos from Boys to Men, TLC, Keith Sweat, all of them. And I ended up marrying her. I've been married to her for going on 27 years now. So we had two beautiful, two beautiful children. My daughter's a nurse practitioner, and my son is going to law school at NYU. So so they're doing their thing. It was like I had a time where I was just a family man, where I just took care of the family. I was off the road. I wasn't, making any music. I was just taking care of the family. More of that, because I know that, you need that in the household. You need the daddy there. So I stopped all that to take care of them. And now it's playtime for me because they're gone. They're out of the house. So I get to go back and do what I love to do.
I hear that. That's awesome. Because, you hear a lot about, especially back in the day, is a lot of traveling. The music industry changed a lot, but then in some ways it hasn't. You still have to grind. You still have to get out there and work. So you do have a lot of artists that are out right now that are out on the road so much, and the family kind of gets put on the back burner. What would you say to these artists? Now, we deal a lot with the independent artists, and, they got to work twice as hard because, when you're independent, you're pushing everything by yourself. You're on your own, basically. I mean, we have managers and stuff like that support them, but they're not, they don't get played like that. They don't, get automatic access, So what can you say to them that are trying to balance that lifestyle that hasn't had that stardom or that fame, so to speak, that they're looking for?
It's out there. Where you make your money now is doing. If you want to keep yourself relevant and get out there, just get yourself social media. That's the big thing now. Of course, social media is everything. So you do have that access to really get yourself out there independently, which pretty much that's what I'm doing myself. I just so happen to have a name behind me, but, and that helps me out a lot. But plus I got, plus I still go out and do do some Color Me Bad shows. And now, Doc, I'm starting to do Color Me Bad featuring Mark Calderon because I've only got a few more shows left with the other guy who's in the group, the other guy in the group. So I've only got a few more shows left with him, but I'm going to start just doing my own thing and get myself out there, and I've got a lot of great opportunities. But what I'm saying is that if you're out there, just keep, making music. This business is tough. You know, if you catch a nice record that everyone's going to love, it's like hitting the lottery. I mean, it's like catching lightning in a bottle, really. But you got to keep, seriously, you got to keep, putting yourself out there and believing in yourself, because, if you don't believe, no one else is going to believe in you but you, and whatever opportunities you take, you take them. And, you see where those lead you. Now, I truly believe that, God has a plan for all of us. You know, so if you believe, trust, and faith, you have no idea where God is going to take you on your journey.
Amen.
I mean, you might start making music, putting out your music, thinking you're going to be a musician or a singer, and you end up making movies. Will Smith was a rapper, and look at him now, But he's. I mean, you just don't know. You just don't know where life will take you.
That's a very good point. Very insightful, because sometimes, you know that saying that says, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. That right there told it all. What you just said was a big nugget that I think a lot of us need to understand, regardless if you're in the music industry, whatever you're doing, because we have these passions on the inside of us, and we want to go out and do it, and we think because we love singing that's what we should be doing. But it could mean that you could be helping someone else get to, a certain level, or helping someone else, vocally or what have you. So, that is an important piece of information to keep in mind for everybody out there listening, especially those independent artists that are out there. Please take note and listen to this. This is strong advice, because you don't, a lot of times when you don't make it or you don't see a level of success that you want to see, you think that you're not successful. But find out what your purpose is in doing what you do,
right.
And that there you can find your success in that.
Right, exactly. Hey, God gives us all gifts. So, we just got to find out what that is so we can use it. And usually that gift is something that you truly love doing. So, and sometimes you find it in different ways, but you keep pushing and you keep asking, he'll show you. That's just the only way I can put it, Now, I'm going to say this to you. I'm nobody perfect. I'm not, I know God loves me, but I'm not, spiritual. I'm not like holy this, holy thou, none of that. I make my big mistakes. I make my mistakes. I'm not perfect, but I do know that the Lord loves me. You know what I mean? So, and He's got plans for me. I do believe in that. But I just try to be the best I can be. So I'm not trying to, but it is what it is.
Hey, you dropping knowledge. It doesn't matter. See, Mark, never downplay what the spiritual knowledge that you can bring, because you just dropped something huge, and it's going to help a lot of people. We all are flawed. We all got issues, so when we're put in a position and God opens the door, I don't care who you are, you better take that and run, because He's giving you the opportunity, and none of us deserve it, so always keep that in mind. I want to go back a little bit to when you first started in the music industry. Was it always your plan to go in with a group, or did you feel more comfortable like that? How did that all start?
It started back in high school when I met Brian Abrams. Him and I was a breakdancer before I started singing, and we used to have break dance contests, breaking against each other, whatever. And so I took that and took it to, singing against somebody. No one can sing better than me at school, and then I ran into Brian, and he was this really quiet, shy guy, and somebody introduced me to him and told me that he could really sing, and I approached him and I said, hey, let me hear you sing. And he started singing, and man, just blew me away completely. Sounded like an angel, I tell you.
Wow.
And so I was like, I'm not going to sing against this guy. I'm going to sing with this guy. That's, you know. So that's kind of how the group got started. And then he brought Kevin in the group, and then I brought Sam in the group. And we just, you know, we loved harmony. We loved singing. We were there from Oklahoma City. We were big fans of New Edition. We wanted to do what they were doing, and we would go see them in concert and just, you know, hope and pray and wish that somebody would give us a break. And eventually, I got a good story for you real quick, but Kool and the Gang, at that time, this was back in the 80s, you know, they had all them big records. They were coming into Oklahoma City, and they were having this campaign called It's Cool to Stay in School. And it was for all the kids there in Oklahoma City that had perfect attendance at school. You know, we didn't have perfect attendance, so we skipped school to go and sneak into the party. Yeah, we skipped school to go in and just try to meet Kool and the Gang. And sure enough, man, we got in there, we started singing, and eventually they introduced us to the managers, and that's when that was our big break. Kool and the Gang, they took us under their wings, and we went to New York City and started doing a bunch of demos, and eventually we got on the New Jack City soundtrack and came up with this song called I Want to Sex You Up. And, you know, it was from there.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. That song got me in trouble as a child because I was supposed to be listening to it. But anyway, we're not going to.
Hey, it got me in a lot of trouble, too, believe me.
So that's awesome. Like, so you guys were skipping school and then got into the concert that was supposed to be for the kids that were attending school.
Perfect. Right. Yeah, we had to skip school. Yeah, we skipped school to make something happen for us. So sometimes you got to do that, folks.
You got to do it.
Sometimes you got to cut corners.
I hear you, and I'm so glad that you did. So we were able to hear the gift that you have, and still being so relevant today, and probably well played at a lot of parties still, because good things never go away. They never go away. So,
well, thank you very much. Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, I tell you what, I'm shocked. You know, after 30 years, people still playing these songs, and you know that's what's keeping us working. So, you know, I stay out there on the road, and hey, if they want to hear them old songs, I'll sing it for them. You know, I'll sing it.
That's interesting, especially being a young group of guys. We know a group of girls. We have issues all over the place. You know, women issues, what people call them, quote unquote. How is it working with a group of guys, because you're dealing with many different personalities, and even though you guys had some similar desires as far as singing, getting out there, and things like that, I know you guys had individual personalities. Tell us a little bit about that and how you guys make that work so that you guys can be the success that you were. And
I'm going to say this to you. It started out like a fairy tale. Loving one another. Everyone worked hard. But when that fame, the money came, people changed. I'm telling you, people change. You can be, you know, hey, I'm holier than thou, but when that money comes, something happens. Something happens, and everybody starts changing up, you know.
Wow.
And I'm not going to say, you know, so, you know, and also adding to that, people do grow apart. So, you know, we all grow apart. Even in marriages and relationships, people grow apart. So, you know, like I said, you know, in the beginning, everybody was, you know, loving one another. Everybody had everybody's back. But, you know, as time went on and fame and people jealousy and, you know, and I don't know, you know, it just all comes, you know, if you're not grounded, if you're not strong, if you're not grounded, man, you know, things can change. And I'm just being honest. You know, I don't want to sit up here and say, oh, no, we were great. Everything was good. You know, no, it wasn't always good.
This is the show where you can be honest, Mark. This is the show where you can be honest.
No, you got problems just like everybody else. But you know what? Let me tell you something. sometimes fame isn't what you think it is. I'm telling you guys, sometimes it, you know, it can throw you. It can throw you off a little bit. But, you know, it's all about how you were brought up, how you were raised. You know, are you going to be able to control it? Are you going to be able to take it? A lot of traveling, a lot of tiredness, a lot of, you know, and sometimes when you're tired, you know, it can throw you off too, put you in bad moods, and you can react different ways to other people. But, you know, now, today, you know, I only really talk to one other guy in the group, and he hasn't been in the group since 1998. So I talk to him. I don't talk to any of the other guys because we just had too much drama, man. Too much drama. You know, and sometimes, you know, sometimes you got to love people from a, you know, that because you don't need, because let me tell you something. You got one life to live. You know what? Who wants to live in drama? Not me.
Yeah, that's very
Not
true.
me. You
very
can have
true.
all that drama, you know, because sometimes you got to cut that off. You have to cut the drama off to be happy. You got one life. You know, so why live in misery? Not me. I'm not.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of especially industry, we have a lot of, you know, you start collaborating and different things like that. But then once you get into those relationships, whether you're in a group or not, you start to learn that person more you're around them. One thing I noticed, just being part of the music industry, I'm not a singer, but I'm management. So I've seen a lot of things from the business aspect of it, and it was a lot of, it wasn't Christian. You know, you're talking to, if you're in the gospel music industry, and I'm sure that it's very similar to what you experience from execs, from label owners, from radio, from artists. All of it is everybody's trying to step on somebody to get somewhere, and you know, and you can miss out on the opportunity to really make a difference. Whether you're in the gospel industry and you're in ministry and you're out there ministering, you know, or you're out there. What are you? That we go back to. What is the purpose of you being out there and doing what it is you're doing? Because if you miss the purpose, you miss an opportunity to really inspire and impact people, which is what music, I believe, is supposed to do.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I think you're totally right about that. You know, when I, you know, speaking kind of on that, you know, when I hit the stage, you know what goes through my mind before I go out on stage? I think to myself, this is what I have an opportunity. Oh, this happened in Hawaii. We did a show in Hawaii last weekend. Okay, there was a big audience out there. You know, before they gave my mic, I went out there. I was thinking to myself, before I went out there, I was thinking, you know what? These people, they work hard all week long, trying to make that paycheck. Saturday night, they've got to find a babysitter to take care of their kids. Just to come out to see Color Me Bad, just so they can get away from their everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Just to enjoy themselves. And you know what? God gave me a gift, you know, so I can give to the people to come out to see the show. You know, so in my mind, before I hit the stage, I'm thinking, hey, Mark, it's time to share the gift that God has blessed you with. You got to show some love. You got to give 110% to these hardworking people because they want to come and enjoy themselves on this Saturday night. And you know what? That's what I think to myself. You know, and, you know, that goes for any, you know, that goes for preachers. When preachers, you know, hit the pulpit, you know, on Sundays, you know, they got, you know, they got a gift to share the gospel, you know, to the people that come to church. The music directors, the choir, everybody's trying to give 100% to what God has blessed them with. You know, so and it's just not only go with music or with speaking, or it goes with your job, it goes with anything that you do. You know, so and just like what you do, you know, your radio show, you got to bring it. You got to bring it. So,
exactly.
So you know,
but goes back to purpose. So everything goes back to purpose. Really,
everything goes back to purpose.
so important. Let's fast forward in our last few minutes to talk a little bit about what you're doing now, your tour, your new record, and how we can support you. Kind of get into that.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to say this to y'all. I do have a new song out. Okay, this song is called "It's Like Good Sex." We went back to sex again. So you know what? I told you I wasn't perfect. No, I'm just saying this. Hold on. I'm just saying this. Look, really, the song is about the music. Really, that's what the song is really about. Yeah. You know, just don't go watch the video, but just
I've seen it already.
It's not bad. It's not a bad video.
But yeah, you need to be 18 or older, please, little kiddies.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know who's listening. Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, but listen, guys. The song, it's a good song. It's kind of got a throwback feel to it. You know what I mean? It's got an up-to-date production. Just go check it out. You know, it's a song. It's really about music. It's not even about the SEX. All right. So, but that's what's going on. I'm just gonna put out all kind of music right now. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna share what God has blessed me with. I'm an artist. So I'm gonna share my art. And you know what? Sometimes it talks about love. Sometimes I'm singing gospel music. Sometimes I might even throw in a little country music, you know, but I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to put it all out there. Why not? It's all inside me, and I might as well share it with the world. Why not? So that's what I'm doing. I'm still going to go out performing shows. I'm still doing that, you know, and I've got a lot of great opportunities coming up right now. So, you know, it's just time. Look, you know, come on, I'm in my 40s. It's time to enjoy life. It's time to enjoy
still young,
life.
Got all this time ahead of you. You're doing it right, Mark. You did it right. You raised great kids, and you're now having some fun with your music and everything. I mean, you did it right.
Well, thank you. Well, I appreciate that. And so, you know, I'm just trying to do my best out here, guys. I'm not perfect. Never said I was, but I love music, and I love sharing what's inside of me. So who's ever listening, who's ever got that gift, you got to share it because that's what God gave you. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
And it doesn't always have to be on the biggest stage. You know, you share it regardless.
Right.
Share it regardless. Right. Have fun with it. Enjoy it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know, exactly. You know, God is big, man. You know, you can sing about anything. You know, God put it in you. God put the dream in you. Hey, go ahead, dream it out. You know, let it, you know, let it make it happen. But you got to speak it though. You got to speak it. You got to speak it. You got to tell people. You got to tell yourself what you want to happen. You know what I mean? Don't hold that inside. You got to speak it because words are powerful. You know, I learned that from Joel Osteen. You got to speak it.
That's great. What you did. Speaking is so powerful. So powerful.
It is, but it's so
if
true,
you're not
though.
speaking it, then you don't believe it, and you're not going to walk it out. It's not manifesting in your life.
Let me tell you something. What happened last week. I know you got to go, but I'm going to say this to you. I was with a friend of mine eating dinner, and I was saying to myself, I was telling him, hey man, you know, we're going to go out on a big tour. I have a funny feeling we're going to go out on a big tour real soon. You know, I'm speaking that. I'm speaking it.
Yeah.
And you know what? What happened the other day? A big tour came up for us.
Wow.
So I'm like, I'm you know, it's just like you got to speak that stuff to make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, so that's that. You know, like I said, hey, tune into Joe on Sundays. I do. So.
Be in the place. Be in front of the TV. So, after turn it on. All right. Definitely, he gives definitely great words of wisdom, but those are great words of wisdom and words to live by. Enjoy yourself. Life is too short. Yes, we said it.
Short.
It is too short.
It is.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the gifts that God's giving you and maximize every opportunity, every single
opportunity. That's right. I agree with that. I'm in agreement with that.
That is exactly what Mark here is doing, and I love it. I love it. We're going to keep in touch with you, brother, and bring you back on because, I wanted to get you on camera. We're going to bring you back on. We're going to get you at some point. We're going to get you on.
Oh, okay.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Tranell. Thank you, Dr. Tranell. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
No problem. We will see you soon, and we will be supporting you. Tell the listeners how they can get in touch with you on social media.
Yeah, MarkCalderon.com. That's my name, MarkCalderon.com. And then you can check me out at Twitter and Instagram at the Mark Calderon. So I'm at the Mark Calderon on Instagram and on Facebook. But you can go to my webpage at MarkCalderon.com. So yeah. So that's how you can find me. I appreciate it. All the love. Thank you for having me.
This should be the last.
Audience, we love you. Come out and see me. I'll be out there soon at a city near you guys. All right? Love you so much. Thank you for all the support and all the love.
Thank you for joining us. You were tuned in to Late Night with Dr. Tranell Stewart. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you download, like, share, and stay tuned for the next podcast on here. You guys are rocking with Dr. Tranell Stewart, and this is Late Night Radio with Jerry Royce Live. We'll see you again next week.
Hey, my name is Davis and I'm from Haiti, but I live in Dominican Republic. I'm here, Positive Power 21, Jerry Royce Live, worldwide.
Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of double XL.